Welcome back to the Chit Chat Box with Nerica and
Veronica. We are coming to you again because y'all keep telling us y'all miss us.
Did you miss me?
It's okay. We love it. So, we've been missing each other. We get to talk to each other all the time. We still chit-chatting on a regular basis with our tangent-filled conversations for delighting you today on Cinco de Mayo.
May the 5th, 2023, and today is her birthday.
41, y'all. Thank you. It is Derby week here in Louisville, Kentucky. So if you're watching us from a Derby location, I hope you're having fun. Stay safe. It's a lot of traffic out there. We just had a nice little millet chewies.
Yeah, and it was absolutely delicious. I'm stuffed. Today was the first day I ever tried
Tres leche cake. So delicious. So good.
So we've been gone for a while, but we are back. We will be coming to you every Friday with new content and different topics. So we can just jump right on in because we're only going to be with you guys for 30 minutes. So we will try to cover as many topics as we've discussed. Today, we are literally going to be talking, one of the topics is submissive, being submissive to your man. And the question somebody asked me was, can women be submissive to a boyfriend, or are they only supposed to be submissive to their husband? So
I think it depends on your definition of whether you need to be married to be submissive to your man. I think some people believe in marriage and some people still don't. So in those scenarios where you're asking if it's boyfriend, I think if you've been with somebody for a grip, some of them relationships are lasting longer than the marriage of people. So if you're with somebody for a minute and you're playing the part of marriage, I feel like in those scenarios, you're not just, you're with just a boyfriend, but you know where I'm going with it. In those particular scenarios, I feel like if you're going to be submissive, it should be to somebody that deserves the submissiveness.
that's how I feel.
But doesn't demand it, you know what I mean? So,
I don't feel like personally a boyfriend should demand being submissive. How do we know you're not going to be a fly by night like boom, bam, thank you, sir, ma'am, miss, whoever you may be. But yeah, I'm like you. I mean, I believe that it needs to be earned. So I have right here where I looked up the definition for those who are like, well, what does it mean? Or some who are kind of like confused. It says, ready to conform to the authority or will of others. So I scroll down a little bit further and it says, to be submissive is to obey or yield to someone else. When you are submissive, you submit to someone else's will, which literally you put your own desires lower than others or theirs. I feel like we do that regardless. Because there's plenty of relationships that I've been in where I found myself always putting that person before me. Don't mean that, there's anything wrong with me or you, if that's what you do. It's just some people love differently. And if you with somebody like me, I'm going to put the person that I'm with. If it's right or wrong in your book, I don't know. But in my eyes, I think that's the right thing to do. So I'm submissive all the time. I like it. Give me authority. I need it sometimes. So I'm okay. I'm okay with it. So a lot of women, they are not with it. Are you submissive to your mate?
I don't really feel like I'm a very dominant female and a very headstrong female. And being a single mom for a long time, you kind of become that way because you are the alpha and omega. And so in scenarios where, men have tried the tell you an authoritative type of way of dealing with me, it's not really gone too well for them because I'm dominant and submissive again, you got to kind of earn them stripes. I'm not just going to give you submissiveness just because we date in 6 months. You got some skin in the game for me to want to even be submissive to you, if at all. But I don't feel like submissiveness is something that you have to have. And as far as I guess I would be concerned if people were comparing it and saying, well, if you're with a boyfriend, you shouldn't have to be submissive versus a husband, paper title of a person, you should be submissive. I'd be very concerned if those people didn't experience the authoritative side of their boyfriends before they got married. What did you marry into, and how do you know how they were with how they wanted you to be submissive if you didn't try it out? You know what I'm saying? Like, find out how that person really is wired, because a lot of people are wired in the way that they were raised. And I know I was raised to know if the man is the head of the household, the man is who the woman's to be submissive to. That book was wrote, obviously, a really long time ago.
Like a woman's supposed to cook.
No.
A woman's supposed to clean.
I know somebody very close to me that ended up in a relationship with a headstrong person, in a relationship with that old school thinking of the woman's in the kitchen, the woman stays home, the woman takes care of the kids, the woman. And daddy goes out and he works, and when he gets home, he wants that fresh cooked meal, and you better pamper him. And submission to the fullest extent is wifey there. But they had a very rocky relationship for a while, because she did not have that same concept. She wasn't raised in that same environment. So it was like conflicted at first, because he was expecting to see what his daddy got. You know, the submission from the wife that did this. Now, working is important, but submissiveness, I feel like, has to come in different forms based on the stripes the person's earned to be able to, you know, tell you what to do.
Now, what I'm about to say is probably like, oh yeah, that's a contradiction. You might be right. I feel like a boyfriend, I feel like a husband has done, if he's a husband, he's done everything he needed to do to earn the right for you, you know, to get that submission. Like, he earned it. You took his last name, you stood and said, I do. So you do what that man say. But as a boyfriend, I think,
you don't think you should try out that, you know, try on the wheels before?
I mean, I am, because
getting in the carriage.
I am, because I'm a weirdo and I like certain little things. You know, I like certain little things. So I'm very submissive. I like it. Like, I'm not against it. And I'm not just talking like, you know, like sexually submissive. I'm just talking about like for real. Like, sometimes, like, if I was getting ready to walk out the door and I'm all dressed and stuff, he'd be like, hey, where do you think you going? I'm getting ready to go out with Baraka. I'm like, you know, you get ready to stay with me tonight. You better tell Baraka y'all gonna hang out another day. Hey, B. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, okay? That's how it would be. You know, like, I like it. You know, don't be trying to talk about, hey, I spilled this drink. Bitch, get over here and clean it up. Hey, Zell. Now you're doing too much. Now we got a problem.
That's not gonna fly with me.
Yeah, that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the respectful kind. Not no stuff where you just gonna throw something down and you gonna scream for me to pick it up.
You gonna get the remote for me on the table? Don't talk to me like I'm your kid. Yeah. Now that's a part of submission I will not play with at all. Like, if you're talking to me, like, telling me what to do as if I'm your dependent, your insubordinate, you're not my employer, you do not make my paycheck happen. I make my paycheck happen. I get to not be talked around like a kid. Like, there's a very fine line between, I think, abusive submissiveness requirements and the ones that I guess you will drop a date, a best friend date for your dude if he puts a little gumption in his voice.
If he's worth it, if he's some bum, blah blah blah, and be like, boy, bye. Hopefully by the time I come back, he's gone. But in order to get that from me, like, I'll test it out and try to give you a little bit of it. But if I see you ain't worth it, I put, look, like this. Because all of it be, no, you don't get no parts of it. And if y'all heard, if it sound like two midgets are fighting,
you're not supposed to say midgets. You're supposed to say little people.
I love you people. Little people.
I love the people.
I love everybody. If it sounds like two gremlins are rumbling around in a sack or something, I got a new little puppy. And
how do you rumble around in the sack? Is that because you caught them? They're trying to get out. I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, that's my puppy, and he's having fun with himself. So
this girl got a dog, y'all.
I'm scared of dogs.
This is the same girl. When we used to work together, right? and we used to walk down 4th Street. There was this one guy that walked around with this little dog, right? Cutest little black and white dog. All the time when it was nice outside, she'd be on the other side of the road, on the other sidewalk, because she was not going to be on the same sidewalk as the dog. And now she's got one, y'all. I am still flabbergasted that she's got a dog.
He don't know how scared I am. I'm terrified. So
Yeah, he does. They say dogs can sense your fears.
I try not to be. I leave it up here, but I don't pull it to my heart so he can figure it out. But he don't know a couple more months he can have all this. I ain't even going. I'm just gonna leave, pack my bags, I'm out of here. Right now he's little. I can still be like, hey, and I can stand over him like I'm tall. But when he start, look at him. Why got ass up like that?
I think he lost his bone. He's trying to get his little toy back. I feel bad for him. It must be his favorite one. And like is he putting them all outside his cage on purpose?
It's crazy. Anyways, we got to stay on task. Okay, like I said, we giving y'all 30 minutes of our opinions, and we are like maybe 11 minutes in. So
We're doing good.
yeah, we're doing really good. So when it comes to being submissive to your man, I'm down for it. Like, I would run the shower and the bath for him. You wouldn't do that? If your man was on his way home from work, if he was in there playing a game or whatever, you wouldn't go run the shower and have his towel and stuff laid down there and go and say, baby, I got your shower ready for you. You wouldn't do that?
No, that wouldn't nobody doing it for me either. I like my shower a particular temperature.
I mean, I could fix it. It's just like,
What if they run you a bath and you was 15 minutes late and now your bath of water is fucking cold? And you come home and they're like, here, baby.
No, it's
Now they gotta drain all this expensive water.
It's gotta be like, you gotta, get it in sync. Like, if like he's on his way or whatever, like, he'd be like, I'm getting ready to pull up, I'm gonna stop at the store real quick. How far away are you? Oh, I'm like 5 minutes away. Then you go ahead and go on and get everything ready, have his towel laid there, and then while he's in there taking his shower, whatever, you get his little lotions together, get out and rub them down, and
no wonder your men's be crazy. They got all these perks. I don't get these perks. What? I'm not drawing a shower for your ass.
Them is little perks.
Yeah, it is a perk though. It's not something that every female does.
But do you think that's part of being submissive?
Hell no. I think that's just a lady perk. You know how we're all packages, right? We all come with certain things. Like, I'll be the person that'll massage the shit out of you. Like, I like a massage. I like to be massaged. I don't mind massaging. My hands is a little older now, so I don't like to do it as much. But
I like doing it. It makes me happy.
That is not drawing a bath. I can do that.
And I can do it for hours. I will rub on
hours.
Yes. I have given a massage for like 2 hours. He was knocked out. I mean, I'm talking about I'm all rubbing. I'm talking about standing up over him. Got the oil all, hands all slippery and stuff.
Hey, she's single, y'all. So, you're hearing the lady perks. There's different lady perks for every different type of twerk. And I have never drawn a bath for somebody. How many times have you done this?
A lot.
What?
When I was with we're gonna start like our people, like
code names.
People. So
Okay.
That's FedEx.
That's a terrible nickname.
That's FedEx.
Okay.
So Mr. FedEx. Him. Yeah, most definitely.
Really?
He would call and say he was on his way home from work. I would have all his goodies that he liked. When you taught me how to make those Jolly Rancher drinks, I would have his Jolly Rancher liquor drink in the freezer waiting for him. Then I would have his towel laid out. I would wait right until I saw him coming down the street, and I'd go and turn the shower on and have it ready for him. When he was in the shower, I go and heat his food up and have his pajamas and stuff laid out. He'd get out the shower, go sit. I turn the TV on. He eat his food. When he's done, I take his plate in the kitchen, go wash it, get everything up together. Yeah. I did
that sounds like some maid-oriented thing.
No, it's not.
And you were a working woman, so you would work your butt off.
Excuse me, ma'am. I had to be at work at 9. He had to be at work at 6. My children had to catch the bus between 6:45. I got up every morning at 5 o'clock and made every one of them breakfast and got his lunch ready every morning.
I just find out you are more of a phenomenal woman than I already know you are.
Well, why do you think I was so mad when he broke my heart? Because I was like, man, I'm doing all this stuff and you
Maybe that's why I don't. It's because of situations like FedEx.
So do you think that that's being submissive? Or is that still lady perks?
No, I still think that's in the category of lady perks. I really feel like, to me, in my perspective of submissiveness, is somebody telling me what to do like they're my employer or they're my motherfucking parents.
Well, yeah.
And I have to listen, and they expect that I listen and do.
But do you not think that after me doing that a couple times that he actually expected that to happen?
He probably
every
missed
day?
the shit out of it, because I bet
I know he do, but you know,
I think you create, you know how you find out with every person that you encounter and interact with, that you find out something you may like or dislike about said that you never encountered in previous ones. So I feel like, again, lady perks is that he would find out maybe he didn't have somebody that's ever done that before him. He found you did it for him, and he probably got sad when he went to that next lady and he didn't have them perks. That's one of the things about grass ain't always greener on the other side. You know, but I don't know. Like, I'll do something like put the coffee grinds, you know, get the little filter, put the coffee grinds in. It'll be ready with the full water. And that way is when he gets up in the morning, he can just press that little button. Boom, fresh coffee, you ain't have to do all that.
why not just go ahead and make the coffee and take it to him and wake him up?
Hell no, I ain't waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock. You got me after like 9 o'clock, people, unless there's something fantastic happening or there's something like this involved. You're not catching me before 9 a.m. I'm not a morning person. He would actually probably prefer I don't get up. And he fixes coffee because I'm going to be mad that I'm up.
So now we in the 16th minute.
We're doing
So,
pretty good.
As far as submissive, I'm totally with being submissive to my man. I feel like a boyfriend, you get a little bit of it, but not much. A husband, here you go. I'm yours. So, yeah, you are up and down with it too, I see.
I am, again, I'm telling you, I'm dominant, and I feel like maybe if I would have been pampered in ways by men to make me feel like, you know, that we can also have people get up at 5 o'clock in the damn morning, fix a whole daggone meal on top of, you know what I mean? But I have not encountered a lot of that in my life. So for me to give that, I'm not going to give it to you if you're not giving it to me. You see what I'm saying? Golden rule, if you get up for me and you're making breakfast, I'm going to feel excited about that after about 5 rounds, you know what I mean? And then maybe it's going to put a seed in me that says, maybe I should, you know, fix breakfast in the morning, you know, and do this for him. But if somebody doesn't initiate that, I'm not going to be submissive to them because they want it. If they're not doing it, I'm not doing it. You know, that's the way I feel about it. I know you can plant the seed and stuff, but I feel like once you've encountered so many people and planting so many seeds, I am always been a big giver of myself and putting myself second to a person. So when you find out that doesn't work, it doesn't make you super excited to be submissive to the next round, you know what I'm saying? Not in my opinion. But, or to try to do the same sweet things, or get up at the crack of dawn and cook breakfast for them, or run their baths on their schedules.
Well, that kind of stems over to our next topic. Do you think men and women are equal?
Hell no.
I don't either.
There's no way.
I think men are held at a higher standard as women. Because think about it. Their job, women, okay, some of y'all might get mad, and that's okay. We all are entitled to our own opinion. And in my opinion, women, we got one hell of a job. We are some strong individuals, just with some of the stuff that we have to deal with. I'm talking about periods, childbirth, single mom life.
We are super novice people. Females are amazing, amazing creatures.
We are, but let's be honest. Like, men are held. They're supposed to be the breadwinner. They're supposed to be the one to hold everything together. Oh, a man's supposed to take the trash out. Oh, a man's supposed to cut the grass. Oh, you get a flat tire, a man's supposed to come and fix it. Oh, there's a big bug. Man, kill it. Oh, something just broke in the house. Oh, water shooting everywhere. Man, come fix it. Oh, it's a burglar. You get shot first. Go, man. Like, he's supposed to protect us. Why you didn't protect us? You know, it's like the man is supposed to be the one that does the dirty stuff. You know what I'm saying? I feel like men and women, we're not equal we're not equal, and it's so many different reasons why I feel that way. But I also feel like men get kind of like the short end of the stick a little bit sometimes, because when it comes to, like, say for instance, if relationship wise, women all expect that the man is supposed to reach out to you first. How come you didn't say nothing to me first? Men are supposed to do everything, you know. And it's just like, golly, like, why are they held at such a different standard than we are?
I disagree about that. Man has to reach out first, and
Told you I got a puppy.
Chit Chat box is 2 people, man. I feel like all the things that society made before we were even born, all the, like, this stuff, like the taking the trash out men have to do, and the bug smashing, and etc., comes from the roles, those old roles, like. And for me, I was always like, I don't want to adopt these old roles and keep these thrown into tradition. Like, if I saw something nice that I wanted to talk to or would want to talk to, I don't have a problem reaching out. I don't have a problem walking up to you and introducing myself. I don't have a problem asking you for your number. I just don't think that what you gonna get waiting around for a mofo? I just feel like I've always said, worst answer you could get is they say no or you get rejected. And then you're better off without them anyway, because they weren't interested in you, you know what I mean? On to the next. Like, what are you worried about by reaching out first? If you're not reaching out first, best and believe somebody else is, you know what I'm saying? Because not all these women out here are, you know, in the same mind frame that society wants us in, for us to be the, oh, we gotta wait around for them. And I'm aggressive, I guess, as a female. Like,
I am too. If it's something that I want, I'm gonna go for it. Like, I'll reach out. I might do it in a slick little way, but I put it out there. You know, I don't mind it. And as far as, like, taking out trash and cutting it, I don't mind doing those things either, to give them a break. You know, I kind of think, like, even if, say we are splitting the bills 50-50, say we both have jobs. If his job is more strenuous than mine, I'm going to take that into consideration and be like, look, okay, my job is mentally stressful. However, it's not physically stressful. So when he gets off from work, I'll make sure I do this, and this to kind of take the load off of what he has to do. I'm not going to sit back and be like, well, we both work. I mean, you can do it. I like to clean myself, because I don't think that he'll probably clean like how I will. And as far as cooking, I would prefer to cook. I like cooking. Cooking is my therapy. So if you with me, you get a pass on cooking. You don't even have to worry about it, because I'm going to do it. You're going to eat healthy, but I'm going to do it.
It's going to be some tofu.
If you want that other stuff, you might want to cook. But I can cook, and I'm going to cook healthy. But yeah, I think that men and women totally are not equal now. People have their own definitions as to why they feel like men and women aren't equal. That's just my take on it. I just feel like men are held, in a relationship wise, they are held at a different standard than women. I still feel like cooking and cleaning is something that a woman should do.
Yeah, totally on the polar opposite side of that thought process. I feel like, just like you said, if you're with somebody, they got a more labor intensive job. I hate when people make remarks about, you got an office job. Listen here, if you understood the amount of stress that comes from an office job, and I've had several, I am an office job chick. I have not worked in a warehouse. I'm not against it. I just have been an office chick. And office chick life is not, it's a mental, sometimes with your coworkers, it's a chess game. Not with my current coworkers, but previously, when you're working with hundreds of people or lots of people, you got a lot of personalities and all that other stuff. And the other thing that I notice in most of the dynamics of your drama-filled situations is that women are usually suppressed out of, like, certain positions that I feel like a woman would be better suited to do. We have generally more of a nurturing side. Hence why we the ones having the babies and taking care of that little thing in the womb for 9 daggone months. And is there a reason why they didn't put that in a man? Like, why do we have the period and the belly? Why do we have to get both? Why could they have not done something and given man some of that physical responsibility? Because
men wouldn't be able to handle that.
That's stupid, though. Why were we made that way?
Because women are mentally stronger than men to handle something. Imagine seeing a grown man pregnant.
I like us to see them handle like a period for a week.
Up here, even just having a menstrual cycle, a man wouldn't be able to handle that. That's where we are more dominant, and you know, that's where we're stronger than men. Now they might be physically strong, but mentally strong women are stronger than men. I don't care what nobody say. We can endure more than a man. They might not show their emotions, but we can handle some serious stuff. Like I said, just with stuff that goes on with our body. You know, like
every month we got to deal with pain and work and still proceed on with life.
And it don't stop, because even when it's not every month, you still gotta go through the hysterectomy, the hormone phase, the menopause, all of that. Like, we have to deal with a lot of stuff. So, you know, we some strong creatures, but you know, I still feel like the man is still expected to do shit that he shouldn't have to do. And
I think the same thing about women though. And I feel like that's why the equilibrium's off. Because of that is the way that you think about it and the way that we've been suppressed. They were purposely suppressing us. Could you imagine yourself way back then and you really were the house mom, taking care of all them babies, cooking every meal, doing all this. I could actually see you probably would like that shit. But me,
I did it.
That's torture for me. I wouldn't want to do it. I don't know. And
I did it. That's why when my kids left, I felt so sad, because all my life I was so used to having to take care of people. I had a husband. I had to take care of a husband. I had 4 daughters. I had to make sure not to say that he didn't help, because he did. But as a mama, I felt like it was just certain things that I was supposed to do. I was the one that was supposed to get them ready for bed. I was the one that was supposed to cook their meals. And every once in a while, I require a break. Or at least give me a break. But, you know, I feel like those are things that I had to do. So when they left and my children left, like, I was lost. Like, I didn't have nobody to take care of. I didn't have, like, I just felt like it sucked. So I got this dog. And I'm stressed. If you can't see it in my face, I'm stressed. This dog reminds me of what Lord.
Toddler life.
It's another subject. I'm standing outside for 2 hours today, like, potty, please, potty. And he just was looking at me like that and chasing his tail. But anyways, we are at 27 minutes, guys. We can go on for minutes on minutes, hours and hours. So we're trying to keep it conform to like 30 minutes. And sometimes we get off topic. And as we get back in the game, we'll stay more on topic. Right now, we just excited. You can't see it, but our tags are like, our tails are like, they're wagging. I don't know what tags are, but whatever those are.
I don't want a tag. Don't put a tag on me, girl.
I'm not it. I don't want it. But our tails are like in the back, like wagging, because we missed y'all. We missed talking to y'all, and you know, we got a lot of stuff up in our head. So if one minute we talking about being submissive and we talking about mowing the grass and stuff, that's because we got a lot of stuff going on. We can get it together. So.
We got the inner dialogue. I know I just learned in the last 5 years that everybody doesn't have the inner dialogue. I feel sorry for the people. Well, I kind of feel sorry for them on days that I wish this sucker would just be quiet. I kind of envy them in a positive way. But don't worry, because y'all only get so much of us with this video stuff. But we're getting ready to have a situation where we're going to have a potential podcast. You might not be able to see these pretty faces, but the conversation is just a little different on a different little level, because we just be going.
And we want to be able to be ourselves where we can cuss. Because we speak like sailors. Mm-hmm. No, but we will be on a podcast where we'll be able to talk and, you know. But we are coming up on our 30 minutes, and we thank y'all for joining us. We will be back. Did you hear that?
Is that your Google
That
lady?
was my Google lady. I said nothing.
Did she just say something about a podcast?
She really did.
This is why I don't want it in my house.
She just started talking about podcasts. I have the Google thing, nest, hug.
Stalker.
And she will start talking. She be meddling in your business. I was standing there
Yeah,
the other
all the way
day,
here.
and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she was like, "Is there anything I can help you with?" When I tell you, it sounded like somebody was standing behind me in my ear. I jumped. My heart was beating off fast. I even yelled at her. I said, "Don't be doing that no more." But anyways, we are up on our 30 minutes. We thank y'all for tuning in. See us next week, Friday, for another episode of the Chit Chat Box with Nerica and
Babaka.
you had some little catchy thing we were supposed to say. Chit Chat until
We chit and chat until next time. Did I list chit and chatting? I sound like you, pattern. Chit chatting until next time.
and we are out. Bye. Be safe out there.